Hello, beautiful friends. This is Erica with Crystal Rose Insights, here to look at the energies of Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, and let's see what's going on with these guys. First off, just want to say a quick, huge welcome to all of you. If you're new to the channel, if you've been here for a while, I just want to say welcome. I'm so glad you're here and excited to do this reading today. Now, these are intended to be timeless readings, so no matter when you come across this video, if the messages resonate, that's the way Spirit works to bring you the messages when they are intended for you. So we're going to take a look at Divine Masculine's energies and Divine Feminine's energies. We're going to take a look at what they're both doing regarding the connection at this time. What are they doing in their inner worlds about the connection? What are they hoping will happen? What are their fears, as well as what do they want each other to know at this stage of the process? And let's see. Also, if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, I'm pretty new over there, but I do readings there almost every day. I'll do post a couple readings there so that I don't do anywhere else. So if you haven't followed me over there, go check it out because there's more info there than there is here. But I am so new to Instagram. I don't even know how to use it very well, so it's just really a place for me to reach more people with these messages, because I know not everyone's over here and not everyone's over there, so I'm kind of going in different places to just get these messages out. So with that, I think we want to get started. I feel like there was something else, but I'm just going to let that lie. It'll come out if it's supposed to. So this is a smoky quartz. It's actually one that I found when I went mining here in Southern California. And I don't think it's ever made an appearance on any of my videos, but Smoky Quartz wanted to be here today. And it's funny because this stone is an incredible grounding stone. It is a way to ground things from the ethereal and from the spiritual realm into the earth, into the earthly plane. And it's funny because I was just talking with Laura from Be a Good Soul, and she's the happiness coach on YouTube. If you guys haven't watched her, she's awesome. We were just chatting yesterday about how we've sensed a real shift in the Divine Masculine energies in terms of he's really about, this is about grounding the relationship now into the physical plane. That's really what's going on. So I think it's funny that this wanted to be here today. So there are no accidents when it comes to that. But if you want to look up the metaphysical properties of Smoky Quartz, you will likely get some additional information about why it wanted to be here today. So let's get going here. And guys, this reading, it's this is going to be basically a complete reading in and of itself. And what I've been doing is if the reading is resonating for you, and it sounds like I'm doing a private reading just for you, then I do over on Vimeo extended readings. So it's almost like a hybrid between, not a hybrid. Okay, Queen of Cups just jumped out. Feeling very loving, feeling very connected to emotions. I'm going to stop shuffling while I'm talking because it's going to interrupt. It's going to interrupt. No, I can't. I have to keep shuffling. I literally just lost what I was saying. See, when I get into channel, guys, I become, like, I have amnesia. I don't remember. Like, afterwards, if you ask me what I just did in a reading. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Okay. Heartbreak, past heartbreak is clearing, moving past the heartbreak. Interesting. Okay. So over on Vimeo, I will be doing the extended reading. So just as a heads up, that's on the other end of this. So if this sounds like this is your situation exactly, over there, I do the extended. So it's almost like you don't need to do a private reading with me if this is resonating for you. And it's a way for me to reach more people. Then, because my schedule for private readings is so packed that it could be a way, like a hybrid solution for you guys. Okay. Let's see where the Divine Masculine is at. What is he on his like regarding the connection? What is he doing in the outside world, like in his physical world? What is he doing regarding the connection? We get the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see what he's doing in his inner world. The Lovers. Okay. And let's see. Okay, all these cards are just jumping out, guys. But this is really interesting that these just flew out exactly like this. Guys, look at what's happening here. We get the Four of Wands, and we get the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. And look at what happens here. 4 Wands, 1, 2, 3, 4 Wands. There's 4 Wands here, 4 Wands here. That's significant. Because the Four of Wands is an energy of stability, of happiness, abundance. It is a twin flame energy, twin flame card. It is the, you know, could be a card of marriage, but it's really about like stability, joy, happiness, abundance. And here it is, because here's this Four of Wands energy, and here's Three of Wands, which is an abundant energy as well, moving things forward, having a vision of where you're going and having abundance. And then here's some communication about this. So some of you guys might be getting some communication about wanting to move the relationship forward or coming back into connection. And some of you may be getting, you know, really moving into this union. Anyway, this is significant. So I'm just going to leave this here. So you guys, hopefully you can see this on the camera with the 4 Wands, and then you've got the 3 and the 4th. That just came out. So it's a 4 and a 4. There's a balance. There's a balance happening here. And I'm going to leave that there. Actually, do you know what's so funny, guys? And I'm not going to leave it here. I'm not going to leave it here because these are the cards that flew out for what is he hoping will happen. And those 3 came out. Because that's the next question on my list here of what is he hoping will happen. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to move over to the Divine Feminine right now to get this a little bit balanced, and then we're going to get into the energies. So right now, where he is in his outer world, he's very hard at work. You know, he's been learning some new skills. He could be very work focused right now. The 8 of Pentacles is this guy who's just clearly just very hard at work. He's already made, you know, he's working on his 8th pentacle here. So he's already made 7. He's working on his 8th. So he's very diligently working. And this also could indicate somebody who is learning some new skills and really, because it's the energy of the apprentice. So the apprentice energy is somebody who is trying to learn something new, and they're studying hard. They're really focused and very diligently focused on expanding their skill sets. So it could be that the Divine Masculine certainly is very focused on getting his money in order prior to coming to his Divine Feminine. It also could indicate that he's also learning some new skills about how to show up and be the Divine Masculine. Okay, so there's that energy of, because in order to be with his Divine Feminine, he's got to stretch and grow and learn new skills. You know, the way he's shown up in relationship before is not going to cut it with the Divine Feminine, and same with her, vice versa. So he's definitely diligently working to learn some new things. Also could be just working very hard in his career to just get things shored up. Because in his inner world, he's got the Lover's card. So his inner world about the connection, it's like he's recognizing and really feeling in his heart and his inner world about what does love mean to me? What does significant partnership mean to me? Do I want, what do I want from love? It's being the major arcana. It's a massive energy around love. So he's very inwardly focused on love, partnership, his Divine Feminine. This is very, very clear. He could be in the process of making a decision around love, or choosing between a karmic and his Divine Feminine. Again, being a general reading, there's a lot of potential scenarios that I'm sensing here. So take what resonates with you, but definitely he's got love on his mind regardless. What does love mean to me? What do I want from love? So that's where he is in his inner world. And again, I already went through what these cards meant, but what is he hoping for? You know, he's wanting marriage, he's wanting happiness, he's hoping for stability. And he's also, he's also knowing that there's got, you know, he wants to potentially also communicate that, you know, he's on his way, or that things will be coming for him. It can also just be that it's still in the not the infancy stages, but that it's on its way, because the 3 is about abundance and making long-term plans, and then the page energy is a little bit like what I always call the rookie energy. It's that the page is not really, it's not the knight, he's not developed into the king yet. He's still very young and still sort of naive and new at this. So it could be, this is why he's working really hard, because he knows he still needs to learn some things, but he does want to communicate about this, and he does want to say, you know, really where he's at relating to this. Okay. Let me go to the Divine Feminine and see where she's at. Let's see where she is in relation to the connection in her outer world. Let's see where Divine Feminine is. And she's at the Page of Swords in energy. Let me get where she is in her inner world relating to the connection. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Now let's see what she's hoping will happen. Thank you. All right. So, you know, she is in a place where, it's funny, definitely with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords here, she's definitely hoping for the end of this difficult situation. She's wanting this cycle to be over. She wants to move to the next cycle, to the next phase, wherever she is, because in her heart space, she's got this Ace of Pentacles, which is a new start in the physical plane. So in her inner, it's like she wants a new beginning with this. She wants to start this. You know, she's wanting this to be over. Some of you guys may be moving on from this partnership right now. And some of you may be wanting a new start in your life. Like, you know, you've kind of been on this path. Maybe you need to walk away right now because it's not aligning with where you want it to be, and it's not making you happy. If it's making you miserable and it's making you, it's like if it's an unhealthy dynamic, if there's unhealthy behaviors, or the way that things are being, like this may be what you're feeling. You might be hoping for just an end to this difficult time and just wanting to move on. And some of you might be in the outer world communicating this. You might be communicating this truth. Because the Page of Swords is definitely, you know, someone who is communicating, being decisive, somebody who can be a little bit impulsive and very blunt. So some of you may have, or are wanting to communicate about this, this truth, that you're like, you know what, could be communicating this truth to yourself. You may not even communicate it to your Divine Masculine. However, it just feels like ending, starting something new, communication. It's like it's over. That's why I'm getting this energy for Divine Feminine here. So, and the Divine Masculine really knowing that he needs to he needs to learn some more stuff. He's not quite there yet, although love really is in his heart. His heart and his soul are calling him to step up, to what does love, you know, to start doing this love thing. I mean, keeping it on his radar. He may in his outer world still be working hard on finances and career. However, he does want this. I mean, this is what he's hoping for. Divine Feminine is hoping for an end to the situation, the challenged part of the situation. And, you know, here with these energies, there's a lot of movement with the Wands here, and we're at the Eight of Pentacles, the Lovers being here. I mean, she may, again, being a general reading, there's a couple different ways this can be interpreted. So it could be that she's either, you know, again, moving on from the dynamic, or she's wanting to just move into the next cycle. Like she can feel that he's in this energy to where he's wanting this. Because there's been a lot of shifts in the collective. It's amazing how when you do this and do readings every day and you're for days, like for a long time. I think I've had this channel now for about a year. I started about a year ago, but it didn't really really start taking off until like I started really focusing on it. But it's amazing how the energy, you can see the energy is really shifting, you know, if you're in the collective. So it is different now. The divine masculine collective energy has definitely shifted into having a lot more clarity, whereas divine feminine is having a little bit more confusion. It's like, but their energies are very much more blended than they have been. So let's see what the divine masculine sphere is. Okay, 2 cards jumped out. And we're getting the Death card and the 2 of Wands. So he's in a place where he's afraid of, he's potentially afraid of what this all means, because if he's making, again, it's interesting that they're pulling in like jumping cards for multiple cards here for the divine masculine. So I feel like there's almost 2 storylines here. Do you see this? So some of the divine masculines could be afraid of the new beginning, afraid of letting the past go and starting something new, that transition with the Death card. But you know, the sun is rising over here. This needs to happen. You need to go from the old and into the new. So if he's deciding between two, like making decisions between 2 people right now, he could be really concerned about, oh gosh, what is this going to look like? This death. It could be at the end of a significant relationship for him if he's wanting to move on and do something more, more fulfilling. It also could be that he's definitely, because with the 2 of Wands here, this is about the continuation of a partnership, the continuation of something that's already started. So, okay, here this is what I'm getting. It feels like what this is, they're kind of bringing me some clarity now. This could be that if he's with a karmic, he's concerned because he's already started this dynamic with you, this 2 of Wands. It's a partnership that started, and the 2 is the moving on from the 1 to the 2. So it is a continuation of a partnership. And because of this, it comes with ending something else. Okay. So, if he's at this place where he's not necessarily ending a karmic partnership right now, but he's just really thinking about love, it's still the message for that group is more of like shedding the old and continuing this partnership. So it's a little bit of like, he knows he has to grow, he knows he has to change, he knows he's gonna have to stretch. he knows that. And as much as it's like, okay, I know I need to grow, but growth isn't always growth is usually painful, because you really have to learn about yourself. You have to go through this. So it's like he knows he's going to have to face some of these fears. But it is a card of transformation. Again, the Death card is the card of Scorpio, which is all about transformation. And, you know, people can be scared of change. You know, if he's really ready to kind of move forward towards his divine feminine, it's going to mean changes in his life. And so he could be, again, being a general reading. All right, let's see what the divine feminine is afraid of. Yeah, she's afraid. She's afraid of a few things. She is afraid that there is some sneakiness, dishonesty, because the 7 of Swords has lots of different meanings, but what I'm picking up is you know, she's so in her mental space about this because we've got the 10 of Swords, we've got the Page of Swords, and we've got the 7 of Swords. So she is so in her head right now. Maybe why this is going to be very grounding for her, the smoky quartz. But she is afraid that... okay, there's two scenarios. One is she's afraid, could be afraid that he is maybe not being honest. Maybe he's not fully, like there's something sneaky about it, or he's not telling her the whole story. Or it can also mean that she's afraid of what other people are going to think. Because the 7 of Swords energy, the 7 of Swords can be the energy of like the truth, I was going to say the truth blazer, like the trailblazer, but the truth blazer. It's not a word, I know, but it's what they were giving me. So it's like, I'm going to break free from things and break free from what others also believe. Because the 5 of Swords energy is about letting go of things that you that don't serve you anymore. But this is really about aligning with your truth. It's about, am I living, where is this? I have a book here that has a really cool description. I'm trying to put my my words around. It's really about individuality and opposition from negative outside forces. That's exactly what I was trying to come up with. Thank you. She's afraid of really of what other people are going to think, or that people are going to not agree with what she's doing, or that there's something coming. So again, a couple different scenarios coming through here. But let's see what she wants him to know. What does the Divine Feminine really want the Divine Masculine to know right now in this scenario? What does she want to say to him, or what does she want him to know? Interesting. Karma, destiny. This is destined. Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning. Again, an end of a cycle. Beginning of a new one. Things are shifting. That's really interesting. Because it's kind of in the opposite of what's happening here. But this is more high 5D, this is more 3D. So that's what's really interesting. She knows, she wants him to know that this is an important turn of events. And let's see what else she wants him to know. I need a clarifier here. What is this Wheel of Fortune about? Because that was like out of left field. That's too many cards. That was really out of left field, that Wheel of Fortune, from the energies that had been coming through. So let's see. Yeah. Well, okay, so this could be that there's a lot going on, and she knows that it's really the time for things to start happening. It's like, all right, time to make this happen. This is her higher self. She's could be wanting some communication. Because I'm sorry I'm laughing. I'm not sorry I'm laughing. I'm sorry. It's what I'm feeling is that this is her three-dimensional self, and this is her higher self. And of course the three-dimensional self contains the higher self and has connection to the higher self, but this is almost like her soul is saying to the Divine Masculine, you better freaking get going, because I'm ready to move on. And I don't really want to move on, but I kind of have to move on because I want to be happy in my life, or whatever. There's something coming through here about that. But it also could just be that there's like, let this happen, Divine Masculine. Like, let these things happen that are happening quickly. Like, when things start to turn towards this next cycle, things are going to happen really fast. Especially if you guys have been in separation for a while and you've not been together. You've really done your work. Okay, this is for those of you that have really done your work. Not just sat around and complained and waited for things. Like, this is about those of you that are, you know, understanding this from higher consciousness. Let's see what he wants the Divine Feminine to know. And we get the Four of Cups. So he wants her to know that he really is in a place where he knows this is an opportunity. He knows that the universe is gifting this opportunity, this karmic thing, this destiny. Sorry, not karmic. This destiny is with you. He knows there's this opportunity here. He's working hard to get there. He knows he wants it. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is what he's hoping for. He knows this, and he's feeling like this is his opportunity. This is his chance. And he doesn't want to miss it. He might be feeling like he's missing it, or is afraid that he's going to miss it. But he knows that this is a gift from the divine, and he's really going inward to really think about this. He wants his Divine Feminine, no matter what she's going through here, he really wants her to know that he's going inward to really think about his life. You know, he's contemplative. He's here under this tree of knowledge, and the universe is offering him this cup. He's looking at his life, and here's this beautiful opportunity. He's really thinking about it. So he really wants you to know that this is important to him, and he's seeing it. And he knows that you're going to do what you have to do, Divine Feminine. If you need to move on, it's like he's doing his thing. And again, I do feel like there's two separate storylines happening here. For those of you where it's like ready to happen, and then there's those of you where it's like you're wanting to move forward with him, or you know it's about to start to happen. Or that you're ready to you're kind of moving on. Let me get another card for what he wants her to know. Two of Swords. Yeah, he's in the process of, he knows that's kind of in a stalemate right now. He knows it's in a stalemate. He also could be in the process of making a decision, or he has made a decision, or he needs to make a decision about this. So again, being a general reading, multiple scenarios here. However, it is the energy about, again, either things needing to make a decision or do something because it's in a stalemate. It can also be the energy of, he just recently is making this decision now, or he has made this decision now, whatever this decision is. So I'm going to pull one card here on the Union energies. So it does feel like there's a couple different scenarios coming through here, guys. And like a couple parallel stories. So I realize that all of it may not totally apply, because it does feel like there's a couple different. But let's see what the Union energies are. What is the energy of the Union right now? Combined energies. Oh, and here we have the Seven of Swords again. Yeah. So this is about, again, being an individual, breaking free from the crowd. You're both doing it. And it's funny because this is what you're afraid of, Divine Feminine, breaking free from the crowd, breaking free of what everyone else thinks or will think, or that negative people coming at you. So there could just be an energy of, let me get a clarifier here on the Seven of Swords. There's a Death card, yeah. The Union is going through a death and a rebirth. Like this is a transformation of the Union energies. It's time, you know. There's been a transformation in the energies recently. I know I started this video talking about that, but there is transformation happening here. The transformation is really, you know, letting go of the two swords that you do not want anymore and taking the rest that does serve you. It's like, I don't need these anymore. I needed these in my life before. I don't need them anymore. I'm moving on. This is the transformation that's happening in the Union. I'm going to get another, oh, that one wants to come out. And the Fool, so yeah. So the Fool, again, it's that balance, it's that balance point between the 1 and the 10. Like, there's the energy of neutrality where it's kind of in that idling phase. Like, this is that fulcrum point where it's like balanced exactly before it moves into the next. So it's that leap, it's the leap of faith, moving it forward into the next journey. So you guys are at this point, definitely in the union, where it's like transforming, shifting. That's why the Divine Feminine is saying to the Divine Masculine, like, Wheel of Fortune, it's happening, it's turning. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. There's definitely an energy of the moving into a new cycle. So, all right, guys. Well, here's what we're going to actually do in the next, in the extended reading, is I'm actually going to go a lot more in depth into the union energies. So we're going to look at Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, more energies. We're going to look at the union energies. We're going to get a lot more in depth on what's happening between them. We're going to get into some guidance and some advice over in the extended reading. So if this has resonated for you, come join me over on Vimeo. The link is going to be down below. If you want a private reading, the information is down below as well. And I wish you guys, until next time, so much love. Bye.